It's 5 unbeaten for the Darts in the National South, and they're looking to make it 6 unbeaten as they travel to a pretty chilly Weymouth on Saturday afternoon. The lineups though for Dartford: Ben Dazinski starts in goal with Jordan Winter, Connor Essen, Tom Bonner, Luke Coulson, Alex Walt, Kieran Murtagh, Isaac Ogundere, Jack Smith, Pierre Fogku and Junaid Mead. On the bench, Dan Wilkes, Luke Allen, Obion Yaguara, Max Statham and Malachi Napa completing Dartford's squad. For today's hosts here at the Bob Lucas Stadium, it is Zaki Uala in goal with David Sesse, Harry Cipriano, Nathan Carlisle, Harvey Slade, Xander McBurney, Tom Bearwish, Tom Blair, Brendan Wilson, Akeem Rose and Bradley Ash completing the 11. On the bench now, Melvin Lambert, David Nyarko, Matt Buse, Scott Rees and Keelan O'Connell completing the Terrors squad. He then rolls it to Sesse, who can clear. It's onto the head of Connor Essen. Winter looks to glance it on, but picked off, and Weymouth can now pick it up on this left-hand side through Tom Blair as he takes on Isaac Ogundere and stands the ball up into the penalty area. Ben Dazinski comes out and gets a hand to it. Then the shot will come in, and it would have been 1-0 to Weymouth had Tom Bonner not been on the goal line to turn it in. Another shot fired in, which Akeem Rose got a toe to. He was offside. Dazinski out of his area to take this free kick and sends it cross field. Fonku rises highest and able to nod it across to Luke Coulson. He'll roll it back to Junaid Mead. Gets his head up Mead, looking for options. He'll find one in Coulson. Forced back Coulson, but still on it. Looking to get his head up and play a long ball, but in the end he disguises a nice ball through to Jack Smith and give it to Kieran Murtagh. Jack Smith in down the left-hand side now. If he's onside, he'll be in on goal. He's taken out in the area. Looks a stonewall penalty, but the referee waves it away. Jack Smith is furious in the penalty area. Well, it certainly looked like he was tripped, Jack Smith. Dartford players and fans alike are furious with that decision, and you can see why. Ben Dazinski then will take what is pretty much a goal kick, but much further to the right as he sends this long. Murtagh gets up well. It bounces over him, in fact, and over Alex Wall and onto a toe of a Weymouth man who can play a ball in behind the Dartford back line. Junaid Mead smashes it clear. Up towards Coulson. Sesse gets up better, but can only find Jordan Winter. Again, Jack Smith now takes a tumble in the middle of the park. There's been a few times Dartford players have slipped over early. Just gives Weymouth a bit of space now on this left-hand side for Tom Blair. He plays it in to Xander McBurney for Akeem Rose, who goes down under a challenge from Connor Essen. Can Ben Dazinski make a big save to keep Dartford level? Akeem Rose, left-footed, scores. Rolls it down the right-hand side, and against the run of play, Dartford fall behind. Again, everyone back defending this for Weymouth. They've got all 11 players inside their own penalty area. And it comes from Coulson. Decent ball in. It's flicked on, I think, off Murtagh. He'll pick out Mead in the end over on the far side. He'll look to play a cross back in straight away, but he's closed on. Looks to shift it past his man and cross, but can't do so. Bit of a hash clearance from the Weymouth man. Eventually he can get it clear, but only to Jordan Winter, who's in acres of space on the halfway line. He sends a ball back in towards the penalty area. Cipriano away this time. Again, it's only as far as Coulson. Shifts it right to Alex Wall. Sees Coulson making the run down the right-hand side. He can cross if he can keep it in. He'll pull it back to Connor Essen. Sweeps it goalwards. Think it was going just wide. Still not away. Wall then goes down in the area before Weymouth can clear. Poor ball from Murtagh. Coulson will eventually pick it up on the right-hand side. He plays a ball into the area. Headed away. Drops for Alex Wall on the edge of the box. He looks to shoot on his left. Blocked. Almost comes back for Wall. It goes down on the edge of the area. Murtagh then picks it up. Ogundere sends it goalwards. Again, it's blocked. Bonner hooks it back forward. Fonku will harry the Weymouth back line, who had a bit of fortune in the clearance before eventually it'll come back to Dartford with Kieran Murtagh. Shifts it through to Fonku. Touch will set him to cross. He deflects it off the Weymouth number 10 and behind for a corner kick. So Luke Coulson then from this corner. It'll be an away swing up. Once more everyone back for Weymouth and everyone forward apart from Winter for Dartford. And it comes towards Fonku at the near post. He flicks it goalwards and stabs it in, and Pierre Fonku gets Dartford level. I think it rather hit Fonku and then it came for him, and in typical Fonku fashion he stabs it in past Uala and past the multiple Weymouth players who were loitering on the goal line. Carlisle goes long into the channel. Bonner gets his head to it, finds Junaid Mead, who hooks the ball forward. There's once more at the foot of Nathan Carlisle, who again goes long for Weymouth. That'll run into the channel for the number 11 Brad Ash over on the right hand side. Tom Bonner standing him up, Ash coming in on his left and looking to cross, looking to find someone in the area. Ogundere was a little bit clumsy there. Linesman decides he's offside. Wouldn't like to call it, it was a very tight one. Dazinski's kick is onto the head of a Weymouth defender. It'll come for Jordan Winter, gives it to Jack Smith. Poor pass from Smith, which sells Winter short. Eventually it will drop for Ogundere, sends it back forward. Now for Kieran Murcher on the edge of the area, slips in Alex Wall down the right hand side. No flag, Alex Wall denied by Zaki Uwala. Should have scored. Should have been finishing that, Alex Wall. Biggest chance of the game that he's had. Sese then goes back to Cipriano. Now Sese once again. Nice touch to get himself away from Coulson and come inside. Smith looks to get a foot in, but Sese still going. Cipriano now, nice flick. Tees up the number 4 on the edge of the area. Looks to stick it back through. The number 11 for Weymouth is in, and he slots it in, and Weymouth take the lead, and it's a brilliant goal, you have to say. Dartford carved open. And that's what happens when you don't take your chances, Dartford. And for the second time this afternoon, they fall behind. Playing too many blind passes. Smith, who saw that Wall was around there and looked to try and find it, but Alex Wall was coming back from an offside position. It was fairly blatant. Just needs to get his head up a bit more there. Winter can find Smith, but he can't find him, in fact, because he's not put enough on the pass. Errors creeping into Dartford's game now as Blair gets down the left-hand side, and Ben Dazinski makes a really good save at the near post to tip it over the bar. Down the line from Cipriano. Flicked forward and played in behind. Chance for Weymouth, this on the edge of the area. Challenge comes in from Tom Bonner. Apprehends the Weymouth man on the edge of the penalty box, and they'll get an opportunity from a free kick. Cipriano and Blair stood over it. Dartford with a 4-man wall. It's a really nice angle for a free kick this. Ben Dazinski is going to have to be alive on his goal line. Going to be the right of Blair or the left of Cipriano. It's going to be the right of Blair. Over the wall and in. Goalkeeper's side. Dazinski probably should have done better. He's furious with something. And I said it would probably kill Dartford off. I think that probably is pretty much going to be game over. Braintree currently going 3rd in the division with results at the moment. Havant and Waterlooville and Oxford and Worthing all dropping points, which means Braintree Town will take that 3rd spot. It comes from Coulson, headed away. Edge of the area, Napa brings it down, looks to shoot, and it's wide of the post. And Aguero got a push in the back. Mead then launches long. Wall brings it down really nicely and looks to play in Luke Coulson. Didn't quite come off for Coulson, who tackled just as he looked to nudge it back to Luke Allen. Essam then gets up, comes to Luke Allen, knocks it to Isaac Ogundere. Down the line for Napa, who slipped but managed to keep his feet before rolling back to Luke Allen. Gives it to Ogundere but sold him short, and it'll allow Weymouth in down the left-hand side via Tom Blair, who's racing into the penalty area, cuts onto his right foot. Really good run, and he's put it over the bar. He should have scored, Tom Blair. Brilliant run down the left-hand side, cutting in. Well, Havant and Waterlooville have drawn, but that's full time. So the only consolation for Dartford is that a few teams around them drop points as well, but it's been a really disappointing performance here at Weymouth.